What's up, Jamie? All right, yes. Now we're back on YouTube. Sorry, there are technical difficulties. As soon as I close on this beach condo, I'm going to get a new computer. So, bonds are hitting my first target. I haven't ring the register, but I probably will be downsizing this trade because this is my largest trade position right now. So we'll be taking that down. I do think it's got more legs and will go higher. You need to be tracking bonds. And so if you know, I track the S&P, I track technology, oil, bonds, and Bitcoin are the big five right now. Is this the top? I don't know. That's a stupid game. If you find yourself picking tops, just look in the mirror and go, hey, I'm kind of stupid. That's the people that pick the tops. And sometimes I know it's irresistible. You just can't help it. But price is above the 20. This is bullish. Now, I had to remind people in the money flow group, some of you guys are in the money, you already got shorts on. That means you're out of the money flow. I don't know what you're doing. You're doing something else. You ain't doing the money flow. So if that's cool with you, then that's cool. But you're not doing the money flow if you're short. You're not. You're out of it because you're short on a long. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Okay? So now you're out of whack, bro. So, but it ain't personal. I don't dislike you, but I'm a defender of the faith. And so when you don't keep it, I will. And on the days you don't follow it, I do. That's my job. And so I need to let you know, if you're short right now, you're out of fucking whack. You're like literally insane. That's called trading scared. Oh my, it might come down. Good. Who gives a shit if it comes down? Bring it down, man. Yeah, this is the SPY. This is the Qs right here. Q. Index. So most stocks are going to go this way, right? Most stocks. UPRO, we got Dow, DIA. Look, hitting. So it should pause here. These all should pause, okay? I think we got Wish breaking out. Nice move there by Wish. Maybe 750 target. 750 target. Now, here's something that new people, this will confuse you about the money flow. What if at 750, you're still underwater? That don't matter. That don't matter. That's probably where it's stopping. This motherfucker lock up again. Are you kidding me? Yeah, my computer's slowly dying. It locked up again. This time it didn't go down. We're back. Hold on. It's 3 monitors. This is where I talk about trading skills. So listen to what I'm saying. Let's say you're still down. Okay, you're not trading individual stocks. You're trading your account balance. So as this comes up into here, even if you're underwater, if that's hitting an extreme RSI, it's likely going to stop. And you'll have it go sideways, run up, go sideways, pull back. Well, the pullback can last a couple weeks. So if you took some off and rolled it to something else that worked, now you're pulling that back and you're putting it onto here. And that's called having trading skills and trading your way out of a losing position. It's not that complicated. It just takes time, man. And so one thing that a losing position can do is allow you to put your skills to the test, right? Allow you to do that. That's just the thought. Now, maybe it doesn't go up. I'm just using this one as an example. Yeah, so, Intel was lagging. Our trade on this was the XOXL. I literally I sent this email to 20,000 people, said, hey, you should buy this. Where was it? I think this is the trade of the week, right? Let me see. Now, I only do these on the ones that I think are super easy. Yeah, so trade of the week from 10/18. Now, these usually last a month or two. So look, on 10/18. So let's go look at the chart and see what was happening on 10/18 when I sent this out. Oh my God. Stage 2 breakout right out of the book. So that's what I teach on these trades of the week, are just easy breakouts. Very, very easy. And so you should be up about, I don't know, 40, 50% in this one right now. What are we up in this? Let's see. Now what you want to do is so we're up 49% now. That's it. I mean, we don't know how high it's going to go. We don't know if this is the top. I don't know. I assume it is. So I assume today's the top. So now I start doing my box. I assume that's the stage 3. I don't need to get out of it. I already took some off. Now I'm just waiting and waiting. And then I want to get down to about 50%. And if it starts to break down, then I'm out, right? But we got time on that. How do you get on the email list? Just go to the newsletter. Click the links at the bottom, man. Let's see. Yeah, PayPal's a gift. I wouldn't be buying it here, though. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. $27, man. You guys scared on this one? This got you scared? Oh no, PayPal's down. What are we going to do? What are you going to do now? That's going to mess up your weekend. You're not going to be able to show your girlfriend your phone and be like, oh baby, look at, I'm killing it in the stock market. She's going to say, why do you own that? It went down. There goes your reputation. Now you're just like everybody else. Let's see. Yeah, I would not be selling PayPal, especially on a 21 RSI. But this is not the bottom, man. You got to wait. You got to wait. You might have nibbled here. If you did, that would have been a legit stage 1. So what do you do now? You wait. Let it set up. Let it set up. But this is not the bottom. I know some of you guys are already buying, can't wait. But you want to wait. Let it set up. It'll do the pattern. It'll stop. It'll go down, and then it'll stop, and it'll start to go sideways. And we'll get 4 bars where it's going sideways. And then look how far we are from that moving average. It's a long ways, man. All right, so Shahid pointed out the fucking obvious for us. The RSI is a technical indicator and doesn't know the fundamentals. I know, but it measures price velocity over the last 14 days. And when it goes extreme, based on the last 14 days of movement, this is where it tends to stop. And so it's just an indicator. Okay? And so, if you look, like the Qs, where did it stop? When it got it green. And so it's just one indicator, bro. Don't come to class and state the fucking obvious like I'm too stupid to know that. You think I didn't know that? 21 years I didn't come across that concept, that it's actually not, it doesn't measure earnings. You think I didn't know that? 21 years of trading, when you were like learning to ride a bicycle and I'm trading, I didn't know that. And my 1,100 books on trading, I didn't come across that concept. Right? Maybe you're going to teach me. Maybe we should go to your live, sir. What's your fucking handle? Let's go to your live so you can teach us how to trade. Let's do your class, sir. What's your handle? Put it in here so we'll all switch over to your class. You can explain to us fundamentals. Let me let you know something about fundamentals. They're just as wrong. You can have a company with great fundamentals and the stock goes down. You can have a company with horrific fundamentals and the thing goes up, a la AMC, Hertz. So don't give me your fundamental bullshit. Stocks go up and down based on fear and greed, period. Has nothing to do with earnings or any of that bullshit. You're telling me NFTs go up on art value? Are you out of your mind? You think the NFT of an ape is going up based on its artistic fundamental value? No, it's going up on greed. And that's fine. That's the way the market moves. Fear and greed. So you're telling me Uber was an $18 stock fundamentally? And now it's a $47 stock fundamentally? No, not much changed in that little window of time. And yet the price went up double and then came down and then went up and then went down. And that's what prices do. They move in 4 stages. Irregardless of fundamentals or what's going on, they move like this. And they'll come down, and then they'll go over, and then they'll rip up, and then they'll come down, and whatever the excuse is they've decided to use. You notice right now there's no negative Bitcoin stories. None. None at all. You wait till Bitcoin goes into a stage 4 decline, and we'll be back to it's used for ransom. It's used for murder and sex slavery. Like, watch. That's what'll happen. But right now it's going up, so they want to talk about all the positive shit. And then the moment it comes down, that's how the news works, man. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Fear and greed, bro. Fear and greed. Now, that doesn't mean in the long term. I do believe in fundamentals in the long term. I think long term prices are trying to get to true value. But in the meantime, we got all these emotions. So the PayPal one does surprise me. That is a big drop on something. So, but I'm not selling it, man. I'm not selling it. Where's Space? We'll just do a few. That guy got me mad, so I'm gonna have to wrap up. Big breakout by Space. Nice. Stage 2 breakout, baby. Just a little concept to cover. You've heard me talk about this. This is not in the book. So to my man that asked the question, does my book cover everything that you'll ever need to know in life about trading? No. There was a stage 1 built. It broke it. And when it came back in, if you guys know, coming back into the box is super bullish. A broken box to come back into the box is super bullish. And then we see that follow through. So I got a full position in this. I haven't been adding. I have a full position. I'm not going to add just... Let me give you a tip. You don't have to do anything. Sometimes people feel compelled. I have a stock. It's down. I have to do something. No, you don't. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to add to it. You can just own it and just ignore that it... Just because the color's red doesn't mean you have to do something. You understand that, right? You're trading the totality of the balance. So adding to a stock that you're down in may not be the best move. The best move may be adding to this breakout over here, right? So right now, I wouldn't be adding to PayPal. It's still going down. I'd be looking at these breakouts. We got a breakout in Space. We got a breakout in Wish. Like, turn your attention to the shit going up and let the stuff going down go down. And then when it stops, what do you mean? What is it when I stop? Like, look, down, 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 down. It stops. Starts to go sideways. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. But a lot of these breakouts are over. Oh, is he crying? Are you crying, sir? Do I need to come to your house? Give you a back rub? What do you usually buy when expecting the SPY to go down? Bonds? But bonds have already been going up. So, yeah. So I started increasing my bond exposure as the market was hitting highs. And as you can see, bonds are flying. So when this started to break out over in here, it told me, okay, the market's coming into these extreme RSIs. Makes total sense. That's usually the rotation. Not 100%, but a lot of times bonds will start to go up as the market starts to come down. And this is why old school financial advisors say you should have an allocation of bonds and stocks. And when bad times happen, people flee to the safety of bonds, right? And that hasn't always worked for a while. What do I think of ETH? Could you ask a dumber question, bro? Seriously. It's kind of like we get a chance to meet and we sit down. And I've been buying houses for 20 years and trading, do this for a living. And the guy says to me, Gerald, he has my undivided attention. And we're sitting there and we look at each other. And I'm thinking he's going to ask me some profound question to change his life. And he looks at me and he goes, what do you think of Shiba Inu? That's it. That's our moment. That was what he got from me. All the things he could ask. They're like, what? You can ask me anything. And he goes, what do you think of Tesla? I'm like, that's your question. And I always wonder, and not that I'm anything like that, but I always think if I got a chance to sit with someone super like that I looked up to, or not even that he looks up to me, but this is a question I always ask myself. Like if I somehow could bump into like, I don't know, Ray Dalio or some really, really rich dude, what would I ask him? I don't know. I don't know that I would have a smarter question. That's the thing. I might say something stupid too, like, what do you think of Snapchat? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would say to him. I'd probably be like, hey, Ray, what do you think of Bitcoin? I'd be like, what do you think of Bitcoin? I don't know. It's gone up 187% a year for 13 consecutive years. I don't know what, I think it's going up. What do you think of ETH? It's going up. That's my funny way of saying that's the obvious thing, sir. ETH is in an uptrend. Now, what everyone wants to know is the unknowable. When do you think it'll come down? I don't know. See, the moment you're thinking that, you're out of the money flow. You can't be on both sides, man. So when it's going to do that, it'll do this. It'll turn, right? And it'll go into a stage 4 decline. And then what? It'll stop and it'll go sideways. See it? They all do this. So if anyone asks me, what do I think? That's what I think. You know? And in the meantime, my friend I picked on about fundamentals, but we want to research fundamentals. I was jesting there, but we want to. We want to make sure shit has a fundamental reason to work. Or we are trading on the greater fool theory, which is fine, but we need to know that. We need to know what's the catalyst for moving it up and down, right? Look at night. Yeah, I cut my ETC, my friend, because it just isn't moving like it's supposed to. But it had a little move yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, man, come on, man. It's 10% today. I cut it and it went up 10%. Look at that. I figured that would happen. Yeah, I don't know, man. It seemed probably now that I got out, it'll get back on track. Let's see. Do you have a time period where you buy and sell stocks, or do you go throughout the day? Mostly throughout the day, but I usually wait till about 11. I think most of the stuff at the open is just craziness. It's orders from previous day. I like to let all that settle in. And again, I'm not a day trader, so 50 cents here or there, I really don't give a shit. My trades last for months, right? So we've been long Gush for how long now? And people, what are we doing with Gush? It's still above the 20. This is still bullish. And we got long down here, and this has been a 4-month trade. We got in August. Actually, we got in over here. It broke, came back into the box. That's super bullish. We talked about that. And then ran. Let's see. Oh, let's look at Nike. Woo! Yeah, Nike's tracking the market. I mean, it's just following the cues. This was a beautiful setup, though. Now, as a position trader, I'm trading around the position, I would have called that a buy signal. See how it moved up above? You had the RSI extreme, you had the bottom, and it moved above the 5. See it? But it's not a breakout yet, right? So we know because it's not a breakout, it could go down again, and it did. Do I buy here? No. Do you 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 buy here? Now we're starting to think about it. And then what? We buy here. Why? You got a box, and price is above the 5-day. So now you add to it again. We're still nibbling. It confirms it, nibble. There's your stage 2 breakout. Now you should have a full position. This is where you want to put it all in. And now what? Or when I say all in, meaning the size you're going to trade. Where's your target? Previous high. So I would split the difference because you have a high here and you have a high here. So probably right around in there. Exactly perfect swing trade. Start taking some off. You got to take some off on this. And now what? You should be down to about, if you're swing trading, maybe 70, 60% of your trade. So the other money came off. And now you can use that other money to do what? Find better setups. And if this wants to keep rolling, good. Don't say, oh, I shouldn't have sold any. Because the moment you say that, you're out of the money flow. You were supposed to sell it there. That was the target. You did it what you were supposed to do. If it keeps going, good. If it goes down, good. That's position trading, man. Very few people teach this. That is position trading. And you're trading the totality of the balance of the account, not any one individual position. Meaning I may take money from a position that I'm technically underwater in because it's run up. So what if right here I was underwater? This is hard for people to get. What if here this is a completed swing trade, one extreme low to the next, right? The chances of this going higher are very slim. And it's pushing up against a previous high and the market's topping out. So all of these pressures are coming down on this. What if you were underwater right here, meaning you're still down, say, 6-7%? Nobody cares. It's still a completed move. It could still pull back to back down in here. So why not take some off, have that money for shit that might go up, and let the 2 or 3 weeks that it pulls back, and then you're taking from another winner and putting into there. That is called trading around a position, or position trading. That takes time, confidence, and belief. Right? That takes time, man. And you're not all in, all out. You're trading around the position. So if PayPal gets smashed, good. We're going to let it set up. We're going to pick some up. We're going to ride it back up, and then we're going to take some off. That's position trading. It doesn't matter if you're up or down in the individual position. You're trading the entire account balance, man. Man, I wish I could get people to understand. That's the hardest part that I have people to understand. That you could be up 30% on the year and have 50 fucking losers. Because 3 of the stocks went so far and you let them run and you just let them keep going and they make up for all the losers. And I'll have people that'll be up 30, 40% on the year bitching about a loser. And it's like, bro, it's the totality of the account. It's not any one. So as you get out here and you start buying rental properties, you're going to get money pits. You're going to get houses that just have problem after problem after problem after problem. And then you're going to buy a house that has no problems. They never call you. Nothing ever breaks. That's randomness, man. That's trading too. Some are just going to run and 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 run. And others are going to get smashed. And that's trading, man. And if you can't stomach that, then go buy an ETF. Go join that loser group that seek average in life. Go be the group that wants the average return. They want 9% a year. 9%, please. Just want to be average. You know, you can't beat the indexes. You just want to be average. That's what Dave Ramsey told me. I should be average. So just go be average. Like, do that. And that works, man. Being average works. That's why trading works. I was trying to explain that to a guy. He was like, well, you can't, this guy's a doctor. And he goes, you can't beat the market. And I'm like, you know that's not true. And he's like, no, it's statistically proven you can't beat the market. And I'm like, that's not true. I've done it many times. Well, I don't see how that's possible. And I'm like, because I don't run a public fund, meaning I could get long this and change my mind tomorrow. I'm not confined by the constraints that confine a fund manager, man, or a mutual fund. He says, well, you can't beat the SPY. And here's how I blew his mind. I said, what about the UPRO? It's 3 times the SPY. Looks like it beat it 3 times to me. He didn't know what to say. Well, okay, well, I don't know, man. Like we just shown you, your argument is dumb. Of course you can beat it. Market's coming back. Now, let me show you guys an evidence of this. Now, again, this is very short-sighted. I'm not letting anyone take the other side of the argument, and I understand their argument. Hold on. Where are we at here? All right. This is the UPRO. Cumulative returns. The UPRO's triple leveraged S&P fund. Now, it's triple leveraged to the downside too. So it's up 80% year to date. 80%. So that's pretty crazy, right? Let's put in the SPY. Performance. It's up 24% year to date. You can't beat it though. It's like, bro, I just showed you where you beat it. Like, what are you talking about? You can't beat it, man. Come on, man. But that is what's put out into the world, man, this be average thing. Now, if you don't have any interest in studying and coming up with some sort of strategy, and like, if you're just going to be out buying literally just penny stocks, then you might not beat it, bro. But if you're going to buy quality companies and allocate your money smartly, you can beat it. I have no doubt. But you've got to want to be, that's got to interest you, right? Obviously, you're not going to make it in the NFL if you don't have an interest to play football. Like, I mean, we just got to have some of the, so if you have no interest in that, then just buy an index fund. Fuck. Which I do that too. I do buy indexes. And if 3x leverage is too high, go with 2x leverage. You can always do that. Is AI moving? Let's see, man. I love these red opens, dude. Look at this, baby. Nice. Nice. Got space on the move, got Wish on the move, and we got AI on the move. That's good. I got all three on margin. I need those to get moving so I can get off margin. I got to buy a property. I'm $60,000 short on my property. I offered more money than I got. Michael, I know you're killing it in real estate in NOLA now. Maybe you should help brother out. I need 60 grand. Just shoot me over 60 grand. I'll take Bitcoin too. Let's see. I can hook you up with a beach vacation. Let's see. Yeah, bro, and I'll be back in December, so check out the new place. I'm assuming you'll be all moved in. I just averaged down on Wish. How would you have mapped out your entry on this breakout? If you're going to stay with the stock, then you just position trade it. So let's look at AI. What I mean, I'm going to buy at the same time. Stage 1 breakout, stage 1, stage 2. Those are your only two buying options. So in this case, it would have given you a lot. Now, but listen to what I was saying. If you have enough allocated, you don't let one stock just keep sucking your money and sucking your money and the position gets larger and larger. That's not the goal, man. The goal isn't necessarily to turn that position green. If you can just bring down your price point, that means getting back to break even gets a little easier, right? But that's not even the goal, man. The goal is the overall account balance goes higher. Doesn't matter what the fuck happens in Wish. Maybe we ride Wish to $1, but we ride whatever to $1,000. You get it? Not everything is going to be a loser. That's the one thing that drives. I'll tell you a pet peeve of mine with running a group or trying to teach people. And I know my style's unorthodox and I make fun of people. That's just me, my Kramer, right? Just making it entertaining. But we'll be having a day that's just killing it and everything is up. Maybe two things are down and they want to talk about those two. And it's like, man, it ain't all going to be green. Like, not all properties are going to be the smash home run they drew up on Bigger Pockets. That's not how it works, man. Like the next big runner, maybe the shitty ones in your account right now. Like, be patient, give them a chance, or cut them. The moment you can't do this based on price, though. Like, for me to cut a position trade isn't based on the price of it. It's based on, is this company no longer viable, or can they no longer do it? If you truly make that call based on price, you will be a loser at this game, unless you're very, very short-term trading. I'm not talking about people doing 3-day swing trades and day trading. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about being a position trader or an investor. Because the last time I checked, I get people telling me all the time, well, housing prices are too high. Okay, so you want them low. Yeah. Well, when stocks go low, you seem like you don't want them. Make up your mind, man. You want them low or you want them high? Because it seems like to me, every time people buy them, they want them to go up. And when they don't go up, they get upset. So I don't know, man. Decide, do you want them high or you want them cheap, man? One or the other. So everything's gonna be. I wouldn't be an SDC, man. Smile Direct Club. Whew, man, they got smashed today, huh? I used to trade around this one. I don't trade around it anymore. I haven't been buying any penny stocks. I'm gonna be honest. I had Wish on the list. They're just not catching a bid, man. They're just not going up. And if you just keep putting money in them, that's not going to make them go up. They're just not going up. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully they will catch a bid soon. I don't know. They're just not going up, man. Hey, GP, new to the money flow. Been looking at PayPal. Looked like it was making a box. Then today it tanked on me. Can we take a look at it? Yep. That's exactly what it did, sir. Your assessment is correct. So when you do box buying or stage 1 buying, you're nibbling. So you should not step in on a full position on that. So as a position trader, you would have bought some there, which honestly, that would have been the day yesterday. Because you need a box. You need 4 days going sideways. So now what? Nothing. Do nothing. Don't do anything. Just wait for the next box. And then we'll buy some more. And we're going to nibble again, like a little bit. Just a little. 1, 2 shares. Then maybe a week later, 3 shares. And we're going to take our time. And this thing's going to come back up here, man. It's a game of patience. It's a game of chess. This is why we need 20, 30 pieces. We need sometimes, a rook so that the queen gets through. Like, that analogy is not a bad one. Like, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Well, SDC may be fine. You're up 200%. A little move today, no big deal. I'd stay with it. PayPal, that's just me. What's up with Snapchat? Snap and snap. Let's see. Uh-oh. Fat finger. Yep. Snapchat's a buy here. Actually, it was a buy yesterday. Maybe right here. Right there. There's your first day. Price pushed above the 5. Made the box. I like it. The only problem is we're at highs here, man. So, I don't know. I don't know if this gets very high. I love the chart setup, though. I'm in it. This is one that I trade around. Look where it stopped, dude. Right on the money. I like it. I'm not even looking at penny stocks. They're not going up, man. The ones I have, I'm just holding, but I just don't have any belief at all that they're going higher. I think crypto has sucked all the money out of those into crypto. Yeah, DraftKings is working on a new box. It was here before. I would not be a buyer today. I think all the penny stock money's gone into crypto right now. We were here before. I like it. This is not a built box yet, though. I would wait. It's not time. Yeah, I love Zillow. How's the TQ looking? You know how that's looking. It's pulling back. I've been downsizing all my triple leveraged funds. Now I'm going to start the process of downsizing bonds, which is really weird. Viacom. This has just been dead money, dude. I don't have an answer for you on Viacom. My position is really small. This has been dead money since the crash of Viacom. It just keeps going lower. Yeah, Uber's a buy. Zynga's a buy. I would buy Zynga. Uber's a buy. Peloton. Nah, man, I wouldn't be in no rush to buy Peloton. Hell no. Hell no. I should kick you off my life. Man, don't ever fucking... Are you fucking crazy? Tomorrow we're buying Peloton. No. I know what you're talking about, 3-day rule, but goddamn, it's going down, down, down. I mean, no. Do not buy Peloton at all. This thing is going down, dude. Down, down. Wait till at least it goes up. Like it needs to go sideways, man. Stop buying this bullshit. It needs to box. It needs to build a box, which means it goes sideways. Look, you see when it stopped dropping? When it went sideways. That doesn't mean it's done, but at least that's what a bottom looks like, right? It doesn't mean it's the bottom, but that's what bottoms look like. Same on tops. That may not be the top, but that's what tops look like. And so inside of the pattern that we're, the money flow pattern, you want to catch accumulation and you want to sell into distribution. There's nothing about that chart that shows accumulation. That is continued selling pressure. Get it? Now send my book back and buy it again. You failed. You failed, class. Everybody failed. Everybody gets his F. Let's see. PayPal needs to build a box before buy. Yes, PayPal needs to have a box. So because of that guy, everyone's average came down. I know, he was probably joking. I get it. But everybody, you all lose a sticker. Do you Zillow build enough for buy now or after the drop? I don't even know what that means, bro. Let's look at Zillow. Zillow is building a box, but it's too far from these moving averages. The momentum just... So here's a lesson. We can watch this in real time. Watch. Real time. We got the extreme. Check. Stage 4 decline. Check. We have a bottom. Check. Can we start to build a box? Yes. Right? All right. What about the momentum? That's what this comes in. When it's ticking down, that means the momentum's to the downside. This is the very first tick where it looks like it's going that way. And that tells you that the bottom is probably in. Now what we want to see is that stochastics go into the extreme and then start to turn out. Because you see when it turns out is when it has a better chance of going higher. I would not buy this here. Boxcar Billy. Can you show the box with Uber? Sure. I would wait on this, man. I mean, maybe for they say oceanfront properties for the mighty. So maybe you take a shot, but I don't like it. Look how far apart the moving averages are. It needs to come together. This is dead money for a while, man. Dead money. Dead money in Zillow right now. Let's look at Uber, my favorite stock. All right. I was listening to Tupac yesterday, and that one song, he's like, all right, new drink. And I can't remember the drink. Something Hallis. Oh, fuck, I can't remember it. I like to listen to Tupac when I'm painting. Makes me paint faster. Let's see. This box has gotten real wide, man. This is a kangaroo tail. And you say, what do you mean? Thug Passion. That was it. There you go. My man knows the song. Yeah. I can't remember. I had it memorized yesterday, man. I'm getting old, so my brain won't hold the shit anymore. That's why I can't do NFTs. I'm too old, man. I'm 51. My brain is slipping. I can only hold so much shit in my head. We had the break. It came right back in. So we'll call this the box. That was confirmation. Tried to do it again, and if you notice, it's coming right back in. I would have said this is a stage 2 breakout, but now it's fallen back into the box. So it's in the box. I like it. Yeah, there's been a lot of dead money picks, right? Yeah, that's the nature of the market. You're seeing it turn. It's all these big money stocks keeping the market up right now. I like PayPal more than Peloton, if I'm just being honest. But it's too soon for Peloton. My mom was the same, passive aggressive, but her 100% genuine. Thank you. Hell yeah, I like Roku, man. Let's see. I like Uber here. You could buy it. I got a huge position, so I haven't been buying it. But if you're in the money flow gang, I would buy this. I try to text ones that I would be a buyer if I didn't own as much as I own. I try to, it's hard. Sometimes I got to remember that. Like, okay, hey, this guy came in last week. He needs to know Zynga's a buy today. Like, Zynga's a buy. This is a stage 2 breakout, man. This is a buy. $9 first target, $9.50 next target. Space is a breakout. That's a buy. My Uber position's about 25 G's right now. I don't like it to get much higher than that. I'm just a poor white boy from a trailer park trying to get through the day, man. 25,000's heavy. I ain't rich like everybody in the Wealth Squad is. I'm just a poor. Here's what's funny though. I met a guy. Let me give you a little tip. Be careful of big numbers. There's a thing in marketing called the law of numbers. And it's a strategy. You want to use big numbers to impress people because we're impressed by big numbers as human beings. I am too. So if a guy says to me, oh, I got $10 million in the stock market, I'm going to naturally think this guy knows about stocks. Let me give you an example. A good friend of mine sold his business. And then when in selling his business, he got $3.5 million cash. After paying taxes, interest, and some of his partners, they deposited in his checking account $3.5 million. The next day, he called up a financial advisor, and they put on deposit $2 million into the stock market in 20 dividend stocks. There was shit in there like McDonald's, GE, Starbucks, shit like that, right? 20 of Campbell's, Kellogg's, like the basics, right? Now, if I said to you, my friend's got $2 million in dividend stocks, you would think, well, he must know more than Gerald because Gerald doesn't have $2 million. And yet I was studying it every day. What's the difference? I was buying $100, $100, $100, $100, $500. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grinding it out week after week, month after month, year after year, studying dividends, looking for this, doing trades. Like, I'm grinding it out for 21 years to get to $1 million. He gets it in one day and deposits it. Now, along comes a little bird and he goes, wow, that guy has 2 million. This guy only has 900. That guy must be smarter. Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. So don't let big numbers make you think they know what they're doing. Makes sense? It doesn't always mean that. Like, I was watching this YouTuber and he's always like, I got $6 million under management. Oh, wow. Really? Till I look at what it is, it's 6 fucking houses. 6. They're $1 million houses, dude. That's not as impressive as if you were in Des Moines and you say, I got 6 million. That could be 60 fucking houses. There's a big difference between running 60 houses and running 6 houses. If 6 of them are Airbnb beach condos that are outsourced to a property manager, that's a little different than running 60 rental properties and running your own mansion, like in, say, Des Moines or anywhere in the Midwest. Like, that's completely different. But the laws of large numbers implies, 6 million, the guy must know a lot. No, not really. So just stuff to keep in mind, man, when you watch people trading. My point to that is you can play this game with the same numbers. So you could buy 100 shares of Zynga. Your goal is to sell, part of them or half of them, a quarter of them at $8.75. You're going to sell the other half at $9.65. You're going to stay with the trade until then. I mean, You don't need to have 1,000 shares or 10,000 or 20,000. And the guy buying 1,000 could be a complete dumbass who doesn't know anything. He just started trading. He just happens to have bigger money. And you could be a way better trader than someone that has a lot more money than you. And you'll get there over time, but you're going to grind it out through repetition. Just something to think about. 60 Airbnbs would be some shit. You're right there. I like the alcohol trade, Sam. Let's look at Sam. But they look terrible. This has been dead money for a long time. So if you're patient, I got money in TAP right now. Just won't get going. I got money in Bud, sort of going. And they look terrible. I'm in PaySafe, yes. PSFE. Yep, I think this one's about to rip. But I've been saying that, so what do I know? Stewardess, where's my drink? Yeah, I'm not in Pensacola. I was in Panama City Beach. Yep, anyway, they took my offer, so now I got to come up with some money. Alizé and Hennessy. Yeah, that was it. He's like, new drink. Oh, LMT, and then I'll get out of here. This is one of my new buy and holds. We just bought it. I just added it to the portfolio yesterday. You could still be adding here. So, undervalued stock, trading below the 200. When I add new buy and holds, this is what I'm looking for. A dividend stock paying 3% or more usually. I'll do less if it's a growth play like Starbucks was. Extreme RSI, it's below the 200. I like that. After a big move down, I like that. And what was I waiting on? That day, right there. I wanted it to break out of this box. That told me it's probably good time. That means I have from here till it breaking out to continue to accumulate shares, and then I'm done. So there's my window. What do I think it's worth? I think it's worth about $385. But that don't matter. So I got a window. So as I put money into my IRA, maybe I trim a stock that's a big winner. I want to start accumulating shares of LMT. Now, maybe it breaks before I get that many. I think I only got 10 right now. Well, if that's the case, I just let it go. It's over. I go back to looking for a new stock. But first, I check my own portfolio, what's on sale. So what I was looking at today was Intel's trying to break out. I don't know that I'd buy Intel, but that is a breakout. Campbell's, I like the setup in Campbell's. I've been adding to this one. VTRS broke out yesterday. That's a buy and hold for me. So that's already broke out. So this is one I would accumulate on all through this stage one. Now it's breaking out. So that's how I do the buy and holds. First, I look, is there something that I already own that I could add to? And if the answer is no, and I have money, I start looking for a new position. Now, I've started trimming oil stocks. Why? These had really gotten cheap. We had bought some in the last sell-off, and then we'd bought a bunch in here, and so I've downsized them because they became really large in my buy and hold. So I sold some ConocoPhillips, pushed that money to Lockheed Martin. So I took from the oils and started a defensive position. Makes sense? The only two positions I've added to the buy and hold this year are Hasbro. It was cheap. I bought it down here. Again, exactly the pattern I just told you. I don't add much to buy and holds, man. I add 1 or 2 stocks a year on average. If that. Maybe I have a 3-year, and then maybe I have a year where I don't add any. I want to see a stage 4 decline. I'm looking for it to be below the 200. I want it to pay a dividend of at least 3%. And I'm waiting for the box to set up, so right around in there. And now we've been buying, and what happened? It's drifted. So I can't, once it got up into here, I'm done buying. I got all the Hasbro I'm going to get this year. So now that it's in my buy and hold, what am I doing? I wait. Next time that bitch comes crashing down and does this, and I have money, I'll start adding. And I'll play this out for the rest of my life. Like, that's how, you get what I'm saying? And so, you got to, I'm constantly stepping back and looking at the portfolio. And let me show you in real time on that so it makes sense. So you're playing chess, man. All right. So this is one of my buy and hold accounts, right? They're in order of how much money. BX, Pepsi, Southern, McDonald's, Hanes Brands, Verizon, Starbucks, Chevron, MO, Walmart, Pfizer, MFA Mortgage REIT, Bitcoin, Welltower, Nucor Steel, ARC, Ventures. This is another REIT right here. This is a assisted living home REIT. Kraft, Gilead, Intel, blah, 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 blah. The lower they go, the smaller the position because the newer they are to the portfolio. So if you look here, oh, and I actually took a swing trade. When I bought Gush, I bought ERX in my buy and hold. I will every once in a while take a swing trade. If I do that, I close it out, like when it's time to sell. So like Hasbro was the newest ad. I only got 13 shares, and then it took off on me. So I got to wait. There's nothing I can do. So, again, this is buy and hold. So and what happens? Well, next time this thing comes in, I'm going to try to buy 3, 4, 5 shares. I mean, just keep adding. And so if you see over time, like these will start out real small. I just did a little trim and then I take a position. ERX is like Gush. I actually bought that one and this one just to track the difference between that and Gush, just to watch them. It's a 2x oil play. And I had this cash just sitting there, and I didn't see anything good, so I took the Gush play up 30 cents. So I'm going to close this out on the sell signal, and then I'll have that money to allocate to dividend stocks, right? But if you look, I mean, the money is in order of when they came into the portfolio almost always. So if you go up here to Pepsi, I've owned Pepsi like 11 years. So I just add on stage ones for 11 years. Buy a couple shares. And just over time, it just grows larger and larger. And obviously, this one has grown large. I'm up 400 and something percent. It just keeps going higher, man. And I own some of this in multiple other accounts. This is just one account. But no, instead, no Apple, no Microsoft, no. Not in this account. I have 3 others. Because you got different accounts. This is a SEP IRA, so I'm self-employed. So I can put up to $52,000 a year in this account, and it's tax sheltered. And then I have a regular IRA for me, regular IRA for the wife, and then my brokerage account, which I keep separate. And so toward the end of the year, like right now, my concern is getting as much money into these tax sheltered accounts as I can. So every day it's like 100, 200, 300, whatever I can get in there every day so I can lower my tax bill. Some of these I'm still down in, like NMFA, man. I took a fucking massive hit. This fell to 50 cents. It went from $7 to 50 cents during COVID, and it still hasn't all the way recovered. I'm still down in it, man. But it's getting there. It's getting there. So if you notice, there's no growth stocks in here. That's not what this is. The only time I do growth is like if I'm buying a fund like ARC or something. This is not for growth. This is not trading. These are buy and holds. So these are stocks that I'm cool if the market crashes. Good. Take it down. And then I just set them all to drip, man. And then every day you wake up, you're going to have some dividends. You should. Like we had some last night, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so Blackstone paid. Nice. That's it, man. That's all I got. Market looks good. Yeah, so think about this. Let me see. Let's see if I can. So look at this. It says Blackstone, $153. There you go. That buys you some more shares. So if every day you wake up, there's $100 in there, $80 in there, $90 in there. Plus you can put a whole bunch, we said. Remember that? All of a sudden, 8 years into that shit, you got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. That's how it works, man. You got to stay on that game, though. And that game starts fractal. And it'd be easier if you guys are starting with small sums to do like M1 Finance, because you can literally put tiny sums of money in a portfolio. You could come over here and literally just copy my portfolio, put it in M1 Finance, and because I list them all. You may find better ones. These are just the ones that I hold. And every once in a while I get a guy, well, why don't you hold this and not that? Because it's in a buy and hold. And 8 years ago, it was a really good company. And right now, it's not doing as well. Like, the goal isn't to have the best companies at all times. That you're not going to be able to do that. Part of buying and holding is not giving up when Ford goes to $4. Oh, you guys want to give up on your fucking stocks. So now go look at Ford. Should we have sold Ford at $4? Would that have been smart? Now it's $19, right? But I guarantee you, there's a ton of people that would, when Ford fell from 12 to 4, they're cutting it from their buy and hold. They're cutting it. They're not going to add more. No, I'm not selling Ford today, man. I already trimmed Ford. I'm just leaving it be. It's in my buy and hold. It's paying a dividend. So there we go. And the ones that are in red are usually the ones. So I don't text all of these because if you've learned the money flow, ED's in the stage 1, add to your ED, man. You don't need me to tell you that. That's what we're doing. So I'm constantly making moves in here. I'll trim some of this, add to that. Plus I'm adding new money. And then I got to scan the portfolio of like 70 things. Which one is the best? I've been adding to AT&T right now. I'm trying to get to 500 shares. When is ideal time to shave your buy and hold? I think most of you don't have enough money to even worry about that. I would do it when the position becomes very, very large. I'm not trying to do it like a trading account, but let's say you bought 1,000 shares of Ford down here, at $12. Now it's $19,000, and that's kind of an oversized position. It's bigger than all your others. Well, maybe you trim a little, just a little. Sell 50, 60 shares, and then you roll that into something like Lockheed Martin. Plus, you put new money in Lockheed Martin. And that's how you do it going forward, man. It's just little trims, man. T's not killing you. You need to stop being a little bitch. T's giving you an opportunity. Fucking killing you. What are you talking about? It's giving you an opportunity. So if T goes to $35, you're going to be like, man, I knew I should have bought more. That's how this game works. T's doing you a favor. It's doing you a favor, man. I don't know. Let's go back. Was Ford killing you at $4, sir? Was it just terrible? And now it's 19. Should we have bought at 4 or should we bought at 19? Most of you guys would rather buy at fucking 19 than buy at 4 because it looked terrible at 4 because it went straight down. So AT&T's giving you a gift. And then the Lord comes down. You're like, man, I wish I could find something cheap and get some dividend, and then God gives it to you, and then you just shit and complain about it the whole fucking time. That's what most people do. Opportunities comes to their house, and they just fucking complain. They just complain about it. Oh, I wish I could find a stock, and then Amazon box at your front door. Next day it's at your door. Next day it's at your door, and you don't buy any Amazon. Oh, I wish I could find a stock, and then they deliver you a box, and they deliver you a box, and they deliver you a box. And you go, man, I wish I could find something to buy. It's been a gift for a year, I know, because you're a little kid. You just started. Like, it fucking took you that long to get potty trained, man. That's like a year. That's fucking chump change. I've been trading 21 years. And? Like a year. All right. Good. You don't think it'll go back up? Let's look at oil. Let's look at Exxon. I heard this shit with Exxon to where I literally almost quit Instagram. I got so fucking sick and tired of listening to this whiny bullshit from people as Exxon plummeted from $60 all the way to $29, and I'm on Instagram screaming at them. This is a buying opportunity of your life. These are month. This is weekly. So this is about 6 month downturn, straight down. Now, I know what all the traders think. Oh, I'll just step aside and I'll buy the bottom. Bullshit. That's not what you're going to do. You've never done that. It never worked out, and you never had a big position. So, and then it runs up, and then it runs down. And so you were given another chance by God to take a huge position and make your family rich. Oil went to zero. I don't know what other notification you needed. It's not going to stay zero. And since going to here, it is now up 100 and something, paying dividends the whole way. And I listened to people cry like little bitches the whole time. It was sickening. I was sickening. It almost made me quit doing Instagram, man. I was so sick. And then look, now we come back. This is the game, man. This shit goes back and forth, back. This is the game, man. Now, if Smile Direct Club, I don't know if that comes back. All right, but I know Exxon's coming back. You know, I don't know if I know AT&T's coming back. The whole fucking planet uses it, so it's coming back. You know, I know Facebook's coming back. I know PayPal. These are legitimate large businesses. I know Uber's fine, right? But as we go down the scale of usability, we go down and lower and lower. They might not come back. So that is a real possibility. But when you don't pay a 7% dividend and go out of business. Like, that's not how it works. It's a long process before you're out of money, you know? So it's not killing you. You just got ego tied up in it. You're all worried to show your girlfriend, look, baby, I'm up. Look how good I'm doing in the stock market. My thoughts on Tree. I like Tree, but those stocks are out of favor right now. I like Tree. USO made you 22K. Nice, bro. Nice move. Yeah, it's funny, man. It cracks me up, though, because we can't buy real estate now because it's too expensive. And I always wonder, if real estate went really cheap, would everybody be in my thing going, oh, my real estate's killing me? And you're like, well, are you getting your rent? Yeah, but it's killing me. Okay, I get it. I guess. I don't know. I thought you wanted cheaper. Do you want real estate cheaper or more expensive? I'm fucking confused. Do you want the stocks cheaper or you want them higher? I don't understand. Because in order to go higher, it's got to go lower. So, and we'll end on this. This is super important. You got to get this through your brain, man. Would you rather buy Bitcoin today, or would you rather bought it when it fell to 29,000 and nobody wanted it? Because when you bought it then, look what happened. It fell from 66,000. Again, I had to listen to this. I had to endure this till I wanted to vomit. I literally got banned on Instagram from going live because I was so mad about it. People selling their Bitcoin, right? And it fell 50% and it was killing them. Oh, it's killing me, Gerald. And so it spent almost 6 months where it went down. Now, I know what that is. That's called the money flow. That's how prices move. They move in stages. And I know when they start going sideways, what that means. That's how they go before they go up. Okay? And I had history. I go back over history and look at what this thing's done. And it's gone up its whole fucking life. And that is the core of the money flow, that over time prices go higher. So it sold off, and at 20-some thousand, people are like, oh, it's killing me, man. I shouldn't have bought this. I bought a bunch of Bitcoin at 60,000. Now I look stupid in front of my girlfriend, and all my friends were like, man, you shouldn't have bought Bitcoin. And you let all these weak, simple-minded people get in your head. I don't know why you're even talking to them, man. Most of your friends are stupid. Why would you even talk to them about stocks? They don't know shit about stocks or Bitcoin. They can't even explain to you how the blockchain works. Most people I meet can't even fucking explain it. They got an opinion on it, but they ain't spent 100 hours watching videos. They ain't read a white paper. They put zero effort into actually learning it, but they got opinions about it. That's most people with everything. They can't manage their own checkbook, but they got the country figured out. So that's the people we're surrounded by, man. So you got to pick something else to believe in. So for me, it's this. It makes it real simple. Shit sells off, stops dropping, starts to go sideways. I know what I got to do. I got to start buying. And so this is where I start yelling at people. You got to buy Bitcoin. You got to buy Bitcoin. You got to buy Bitcoin. Now, where was the best time to buy it? Right. Right where it's killing you. So the best time to buy AT&T is probably right now. I've been buying it. But it is going down. But just wait. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not buying any Bitcoin until it comes down, but I got a bunch. Let's see. Let's see. T has been falling since May. For sure. I would just drip into that thing, man. Buy you a couple shares here and there and just stay on it. Here and there, here and there, here and there. Buy you a couple a week. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Let's see. We're not buying it to trade. It ain't going nowhere. It's not like it's going to run up 40%. You're not going to wake up and see AT&T up 20%. That ain't happening. Trying to help us out. I'm looking to see. He's trying to sell over 10 million in less than 2 years. Yeah, that's because Chris got on the money flow. Chris Johnson got on the money flow. So he took that money he was making and made it flow. And it works on any level, man. I got a lot of big guys out there who use the money flow, variations of it to their advantage. And that's what you're supposed to do on anybody's level. It's fractal. You buy one share, Chris buys 10,000. You're both getting the same percentage, right? It's fractal. Chris has more money than me. I was trading long before he was. Remember I was saying that in the beginning. You can know more than someone, and I don't know, maybe he knows more than me now. But my point being is a guy can start with 10 million, or start with 2 million, or one, whatever, man. You know, everybody's different. Everybody's starting at a different place, man. Yeah, I love AG&C. I own this for life, though, and is a good place to accumulate right now. Is the market down because of Tesla? No, market's down because people are selling, bro. But yeah, that one stock come in, which it needed to, good. But that's why the indexes are down for sure. Yeah, it is definitely about the percentage. That's it, man. I got to go paint a house. I got to look at some stocks before I go. And I hope everybody's doing good. If I picked on you today, I'm not sorry. Unless I really hurt your feelings, then I'm sorry for that part, but not for picking on you. That's it. Hit my newsletter. I'm fixing to update it now. I'm usually a day or two behind. If you're in the Money Flow gang, then I usually send these out. We send them out in real time as I make moves. I text it. Obviously, not everyone makes the same moves as me. That's not what it's for. I'm just trying to show you how I personally use the money flow in real time. So I'm fixing to text out that I'm downsizing my bond trade a little bit. And that's why it's hitting previous high. Nothing more than that. Just a little. Save just a little. I'll let the rest run. And we'll go from there, man. Appreciate you guys. I know, a lot of greedy bastards. I got 136 people watching, 45 likes. They're so fucking lazy, they can't even move their finger. It's like, dude, it's so far away. I have to move my mouse and click. It's all right. I see who it is, too. Later. It pops to 59. They're like, oh, he's talking about me. Appreciate it, man. You guys be good.